Bank, Kupola, where earlier occasion your lordship directed the government of vacate to file an affidavit. What steps have been taken to implement the order of the learned single day? Then matter came up earlier occasion, want of time alone is not reached. May I request your lordship to have that matter along with this also mirror. It could be heard together.
Both are different. This matter,
Both are different.
this is Mysore and that is different.
Polar. Identical direction was issued. Both are DCC Bank. In my case, not pursuant to the order of the learner single judge, 14 notification was issued. Election is intended to be completed on or before 28th of September. No steps have been taken thereafter, except issuing a Rule 14 notification. Therefore, your lordships are looking into the same.
What is the Rule 14 notification?
Rule 14 notification issued by the election officer.
I'm not looking into it.
Indicating the date of election to be completed by the authorities. Pursuant reference to the order passed by the learned single judge only.
Now they have started this step?
No, no
In
steps
fact-
have been taken, except that notification, according to my instruction, no progress at all. Therefore, your lordship directed.
Your lordship may complete this matter, then we'll see that. I'll look into it by, I'll look into it by then.
It could also be taken up along with that. It could be heard.
After this, not along with this, after this. With me, senior.
Your lordship may kindly have the contempt petition, my lord, for the purpose of reference.
The meanwhile, I have made an application for extension of time for the reason that there is a statutory appeal and there is a statutory interim order. These steps are being taken to get the stay order vacated. And the election process had commenced and it has been intervened because of the interim order that was passed in the statutory appeal. So I made this application for extension of the period only to enable the interim order to be vacated and immediately thereafter.
So extension for holding the election.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, time to hold the election.
And we have given an affidavit,
Your-
because as I
your lordship-
pointed out, the time schedule in my compliance affidavit, I've given a time schedule, my lords.
In the contempt petition, my lord.
Your lordship,
Now first we'll see the contempt order.
Please,
Second, we'll see the application filed by for extension.
Election Commission.
please, my lord.
And thirdly, we'll see the timetable.
Please. Kindly see annexure,
Order we'll see, yes.
annexure A,
I-
page 19,
think
in
the
the contempt. petition.
Extension application may be heard first because if.
No, let us see in what context it is filed so that we are seeing.
Very well. I leave it.
Page 19, annexure A, my lord,
Page 19.
in the contempt
Contempt.
petition. Brief facts prior to this order was, my lord. Election in respect of this DCC Bank Mysore was announced. Midway, it was cancelled. We approached in the writ petition, seeking a direction that election should continue from the stage from where it was stopped. But the learned single judge, though allowed our writ petition, he said it would be a fresh election to be conducted within four months. 4 months. Then we preferred appeal. Annexure A is the order in the writ appeal, my lord. Order dated 2/1/2024. Kindly go to page 68. Or rather 67, my lord, 67.
Around 68 only, yes. 61 you want, 67, yes.
67.
Yes.
As to the desirability of conduct at the bottom. As to the desirability of conducting the elections to the board of DCC Bank expeditiously. All the above being said, we are of the considered view that right to form a cooperative society itself being a fundamental right, as already discussed above, the holding of elections to the board of DCC Bank cannot be deferred or delayed indefinitely, as has deplorably happened in the cases at hand. Now that the CEA and the jurisdictional EOs are taking steps on a war footing, the process of election should be accomplished in true letter and spirit of the impugned judgment. At the same time, we permit the marginal relaxation qua the timelines prescribed by the extant rules, and also the period fixed by the learned single judge in his order dated so and so, keeping in view the apparent difficulties authorities may counter in the exercise. Since this concession is being made in peculiar circumstance of the case, no one need to have an apprehension that this view would be having any precedential value for being tapped in other cases. So in relaxation of rules, in the above circumstance, with the above observations, these appeals are disposed of with following direction. The subject elections shall be conducted preferably in an outer limit of 8 weeks, and for that, all stakeholders, including the government, shall take facilitative steps. The jurisdictional administrator shall take over the functions of the board. All that has happened, the administrator has taken over. This order is passed on 2/1/24, granting 8 weeks time in relaxation of the conditions of the rules with regard to certain procedure. On 2/1/24, though this order is passed, till this date, not even a publication of voter list has taken place. No steps were taken. First, they said this could not be complied because of the parliament election. There was a government order postponing the election, which my learned friend has produced along with the extension application, my lord, in the writ appeal. That notification specifically says all elections are postponed, but in respect of election proceedings, if the election process has already started or is to be started as per the order of the competent court, then this order should be brought to the notice of competent court and proceed as per the order of the court. They did not make any application saying, in view of this order, we will not be able to do it. Therefore, we seek either a direction or some clarification or anything. From 2/1/24, every effort is made not to hold election. In respect of this very writ appeal, in respect of Davangere DCC Bank, same order of 8 weeks was granted. Government did not find this parliament election notification or any other impediment. They went on to hold the election, and the elections were held. For this Chamarajnagar Bank, where the opposite party or the persons in control of the bank at that time elected representatives are from a different political party than the one which is in office. It is that which has made. Why I am saying this is, in case something seriously wrong with the bank, there is a provision for superseding. Even in case of superseding, they cannot do it without consultation of the Reserve Bank of India. And even if Reserve Bank of India permits it, it cannot go on for more than 6 months. Now, in our case, it's almost now 10 months that there is an administrator appointed without holding the election. The timetable now given by the other side, the timetable is, they propose to publish the voter list, etc. in November and then hold the election on 18th January 2025.
No, 3-1. Serial number 13.
All right, I stand corrected, my lord. 3/1/2025. 8 weeks is something which they are, the way they have conducted themselves, they are mocking at the order in doing this, seeking time, saying we have started in 16/1/2024 and election will be held on 3/1/2025. They want 12 months to be this. With regard to extension sought on the grounds that we have now made preparation, etc., is something I would say none of them are sincere to hold the election. A direct, deliberate contempt is being committed for the purpose of this. Now, my lord, the election authority says they cannot hold election because the registrar of cooperative society has passed some stay order. I would ask myself, if there is a direction by the High Court that it should be done within 8 weeks, and someone, assistant registrar or someone passes an order, can it be said by an election authority that because of the registrar's order, I will not be able to comply with the direction issued by the court? Neither registrar nor anybody else can pass any order, nor any order passed by such person can be taken note of to say we will not be able to implement the order of the High Court. And registrar is a party to the writ appeal, to the contempt.
So where is the order of register staying the election?
That is the application, in the application given by,
They don't say of election.
he stays a bylaw so that election cannot be held. That is given by the election commission. Yes, my lord, it is 18(9).
18(9).
30th page, annexure as by
Yes, my lord.
page 37.
The page 48,
Document number 7.
document number 7, page 48. It is in the writ appeal. In the application filed by
Election commission.
election commission, election authority rather.
Page.
Page 48. It is given in the application dated 8/9/2024, 18/9/2024. Application number in the writ appeal. At least number ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರನ A number. Eighteen.
Maybe IA 3 of 24. Huh.
That is IA number 3 of
3 of 2024.
in the writ appeal, IA number 3 of 2024 in the writ appeal.
Filed on 19/9. Filed on 19 September.
Now this interim order of the one second. Interim order of the registrar is dated 27.
Yes, madam. 48, kindly see page 49,
27/6/24.
please.
The order,
Some,
order of
27/6/24, after the High Court order, some societies file said to have filed an application that one of the amendment of bylaw should be, order should be cancelled. He says there is an application for condonation of delay of 2 years, 3 months. Yes, I deem it proper to condone the delay. Then he says,
so that order is on 27/6/24.
27th June 2024,
Division bench of this court passed order on 2nd January.
2nd January,
And in that order, it was provided that within
8 weeks. Registrar was a party to that order.
8 weeks for over when?
3rd March 2020.
March. So 3 months was a vacuum on your part. You were never interested in holding the election.
We wanted it to be held.
You did not do anything for 3 months. And then thereafter, this registrar orders came.
No. We filed the contempt petition.
When? When contempt petition?
6th February 24, pointing out they are not taking any steps to comply within 8 weeks. They were to do certain things within 8 weeks so as to hold the election. They were not taking any steps.
All of it stand corrected. Then what happened?
Then
Yes.
they are merrily continuing.
So they are saying that irrespective of issuance of election program now, there is a contempt. That is the submission.
Now, the reason why this application for extension has been made is for the reason that even as the process of election was being contemplated, and it is the election officer who has to issue the calendar of events, it was about to be issued. It is at that point of time, elections to the parliament were declared. And all elections to the cooperative societies stood postponed by an order of the government.
You have produced.
Yes, that is placed before the court.
So your application is which application?
Yeah, along with my application, I have placed it before. Page 12. Page 12, document number 1. ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? Page 12, document 1 may kindly be perused.
Your paging in this High Court, I am never able to come to the tune of, yes, not able to match with your concept of paging, yes.
Shall I file a separate paper
no,
book
no, no.
giving?
Not. This one, Proceedings of Karnataka government,
Yeah,
yes, what is
Proceed.
that?
please, it's a short order, kindly permit me to read that.
Yes.
Now, well before this order came to be passed, on 9/2, we had made an application before this honorable court seeking extension of time
On
9/2.
9/2.
9/2. Earlier application was made seeking extension of time.
So that application was made within 8 weeks, that
Yes, yes, 9/2, 9th February, it was made. And I don't know whether there is a written order. When the the matter came up for consideration before the court. And in the interregnum, what happened is on 21/3, the government or the elections to the parliament were declared. And the code of conduct had come into force on 16/3/2024. On 16/3/2024, the code of conduct in view of the parliamentary elections was enforced. And on 21/3, government itself directed postponement of all elections to cooperative society. By amending the Cooperative Societies Act in exercise of the power under the removal of difficulty clause.
the postponement of cooperative election by amendment.
But under section 121 of the act, they have the power to exempt application of any provision of the Cooperative Societies Act.
So
Yes, yeah.
postponement was by amendment.
By this notification. It
There is not an amendment, there is a
it is
provision.
not an amendment actually.
Section 121.
Yeah, section 121 is removal of difficulties clause. So in that view of the matter, the entire election machinery was
What is the date of notification?
21/3.
21/3.
Yes. And there was a specific direction. Wherever the election process has already started or is to be started, as per the orders of a competent court, this order should be brought to the notice of the competent court and the process should be